This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(1:15 p.m). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. Cases will be filed against the two gas companies regarding the incidents of gas-related incidents. The government provides 2.5 million rupees financial assistance for Priyantha Kumara's family. It has been stressed in Parliament that diplomatic relations will be maintained. Many benefits received from the Finance Minister's Indian tour. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has conveyed his condolence over the passing away of the Governor of the Northwestern Province, Raja Kollure. Foreign News, England Health Secretary confirms of the spreading of Omicron variant in the community. News in detail. State Minister Lasantha Alagivanna said that cases will be filed against the two gas companies regarding the incidents of gas accidents. He made this remark at the Cabinet notified meeting held in Colombo today. These companies have misled the consumers by issuing 12 litres of gas cylinders as mentioning 18 litres to the market. The relevant measures have already been taken in this regard. He paid his regret over the irresponsible behaviour they have followed. The Sri Lankan government has decided to grant 2.5 million rupees on a humanitarian basis for the welfare of the wife and children of Priyantha Kumara, who was brutally killed in Sialkot, Pakistan. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal tabled by the Minister of Labour Nimal Siripala de Silva at the meeting held on Monday, the Government Information Department said. The said amount will be paid from the Employees Welfare Fund of the Bureau of Foreign Employment. The decision was reached after taking into consideration the extensive contribution made by Priyantha Kumara to the Sri Lankan economy over a period of 11 years as a migrant worker. State Minister Shehan Semasinga said in Parliament that the government is taking all measures to solve the foreign exchange crisis in the country. The Parliament was convened this morning under the patronage of the Speaker. Answering to a question, he said that the present government will not take any action that will obstruct the country's sovereignty. He also reiterated that the government's objective is to maintain relationships with other countries. Minister Bandula Gunadhan, answering to a question raised by Parliamentarian Ranil Wickremesinghe, said that since the previous government's regime, the finance ministers have misled former Prime Minister. He also said that a high economic development was marked during the Mahinda Rajapaksa's era. Minister S.M. Chandrasena said that fruitful benefits to the country have been received at the Finance Minister Basil Rajapaksa's Indian tour. It is also appreciable the efforts taken by the Finance Minister to build the economy, which has collapsed due to the COVID pandemic. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus, the best option.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has conveyed his condolence of the passing away of the Governor of the Northwestern Province, Raja Kollure. He came into politics from the Lanka Samsamaja Party and held the chairmanship of the Sri Lanka Communist Party and as the Governor of the Northwestern Province. The President also pointed out that he was a senior veteran politician of the country. Democratic Leftist Front has also expressed their sorrow over his demise. The party also said that he dedicated his life for the betterment of the international communism. Raja Kollure, the Governor of the Northwestern Province, passed away while receiving treatment for COVID-19. He was 83 at the time of his demise. Last Friday, it was confirmed that Kollure had contracted coronavirus. He had been tested positive in a PCR test. Major General Wikum Lienage has been appointed as the 59th Chief of Staff of the Sri Lanka Army with effect from today. The appointment was made by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa on the recommendation of Army Commander General Shavindra Silva and the Defence Ministry. Major General Wikum Lienage of the Gajaba Regiment, prior to his new appointment, served as the Commandant of the Sri Lanka Army Volunteer Force. He succeeds Major General Piantha Pereira, the 58th Chief of Staff of the Army, who just retired from service. And that ends local news for now.
In 200 meters, turn left.
This is not just my daily commute. I drive to power my nation's future. Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus introduces specialized motor insurance for you who drive our nation forward. Choose tailor-made insurance solutions. Up to 75,000 rupees claim settlements within 3 working hours. Exclusive discounts through Motor Plus loyalty rewards. Easy and 0% interest payment plans. Only from Sri Lanka Insurance.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Lanka Plantation Association has praised the government decision to allow permission to the private sector to import chemical fertilizer and agriculture chemical liquid. The association also emphasized that they will provide their fullest support for a long-term solution for this issue that can be agreed with all parties. The association is represented by all plantation companies in the region that has links in tea, rubber and other commercial crop plantation. Media spokesman of the association, Dr. Roshan Rajudre, said that the government's decision to import chemical fertilizer can be appreciated.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Life is brought to you by
Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
The residents in Balangoda complains that the side bank of the Ellavatta Bridge at the Velakumbara Road is not in good condition, and due to this reason it has become an accident occurring place. Around 15 passenger buses and thousands of vehicles travel on this road daily. The residents have requested the relevant authorities to reconstruct this bridge soon before life-threatening accidents occur. And that was Watchlight.
Please be aware on institutes, registration and accreditation when you are selecting vocational courses which leads to achieve your future career goals. Do not waste your valuable time and money. Confirm institutes, registration and accreditation by TVEC. For more information, visit nearest District Divisional Secretariat offices and meet career guidance practitioners or skill development officers. Message from Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Coming up, World News.
In the headlines, England Health Secretary confirms the spreading of Omicron variant in the community. Japanese Prime Minister Kishida to announce aid plans at Nutrition Summit. US diplomats to boycott 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. World News in detail now. There is community transmission of the Omicron coronavirus variant in multiple regions of England, Health Secretary Sajid Javid has confirmed. He told MPs the variant was continuing to spread in the country and around the world, and there were now cases here with no links to international travel. There have been 336 confirmed cases of the highly mutated variant across the UK, he said, a rise of 90 from Sunday. There are concerns about how Omicron could interact with current vaccines. Prime Minister Kishida Fumio is expected to announce at the Nutrition for Growth Summit 2021 that Japan will provide about $2.8 billion to other countries and regions for the next 3 years. The 2-day international conference for improving nutrition opens in Tokyo today. Kishida Foreign Minister Hayashi Yoshimasa and other officials will discuss with world leaders online how to promote global efforts to improve nutrition. Kishida is also expected to pledge to offer at least 10 million doses of coronavirus vaccines to African nations through the international framework to ensure fair distribution of vaccines amid spread of the Omicron variant. The U.S. has announced a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, China. The White House said no official delegation would be sent to the Games because of concerns about China's human rights record. but it said US athletes could attend and would have the government's fullest support. China has previously said it will take resolute countermeasures in the event of a boycott. US President Joe Biden said last month that he was weighing up a diplomatic boycott of the event. Back to the headlines of the world news. England Health Secretary confirms the spreading of Omicron variant in the community. Japanese Prime Minister Kishida to announce aid plans at Nutrition Summit. US diplomats to boycott 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics.
Development news is brought to you by Let's take coal out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070-400-1928.
A boat manufacturing yard has been initiated in the Nigambo Dunga-Petia area under the patronage of a Norwegian national. The yard has the capability of manufacturing all boats needed for the fisheries sector. The Norwegian national, who is the owner of the factory, said that job opportunities could be provided for many Sri Lankan youth. He made these remarks when he met the Minister Douglas Devananda yesterday. The minister also requested him to begin a boat manufacturing yard on behalf of the fishermen in the northern province. And that was development news.
Development news was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070-400-1928.
Moving on with sports news.
The selection tournament of the South Asian Marathon will be held at the Mahinda Rajapaksa Playground on Sunday. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Athletic Association, Major General Palitha Fernando, said that the tournament will be conducted under 4 stages. The tournament will be conducted under the categories of senior and junior, male and female. The South Asian Marathon tournament is scheduled to be held in Kojima, Nagaland in India on the 15th of next month. Cricket news. Another 2 matches of the LPL cricket tournament will be held at the Colombo R. Premadasa Stadium today. The Ambulla Giants team and the Jaffna Kings team will compete at 3 p.m. The match between Gaul Gladiators and Kandy Warriors will begin at 7:30 p.m.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business news sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
A program has commenced to promote local handicraft industry products with high standards under the Lak Shilpa brand. Under this program, a website www.lakshilpa.com was launched on Lak Shilpa Electronic Marketing recently. The website is being implemented under the guidance of the Ministry of Industries.
Business news sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news, courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Valuable One PLC company has decided to provide dividends to their shareholders. The proposal in this regard was made at the meeting of the director board of the company yesterday. 1 rupee and 50 rupees will be provided for each voting share of the company.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
This is the weather report.
The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the northern, north central, eastern, Uva and central provinces and in the Hambantota districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places elsewhere during the evening or at night. Fairly heavy rainfall above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in the north central, eastern and Uva provinces and in the Hambantota district. Many misty conditions can be expected at some places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and Uva provinces during the morning. And that was the weather report. Before we conclude this news broadcast, back to the headlines. Cases will be filed against the two gas companies regarding the incidents of gas-related matters. The government provides 2.5 million rupees financial assistance for Priyantha Kumara's family. It has been stressed in Parliament that the diplomatic relations will be maintained. Many benefits received from the Finance Minister's Indian tour. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has conveyed his condolence over the passing away of Governor of the Northwestern Province, Raja Kollure. Foreign news, England Health Secretary confirms spreading of the Omicron variant in the community. And with that, we end this news broadcast.